Well, hey y'all, what's going on? Well, here's the video on the Jackery 240 that I've been promising everybody and finally getting around to working on it. This is what she looks like, y'all. A little bitty dude, far littler than what I was expecting. And very lightweight. So, those of you that can't lift a whole lot and still need emergency power, there you go. Little bitty dude, doesn't weigh a whole lot. Show you some of the goodies on here. Over here is your input, where you plug in the 120 volts to your wall outlet, or 12 volts to your car battery, or your solar panels, or what have you. And here's some of your outputs, alright? This is 5 volts at 2.4 amps, I think it says. This one here gives you 10 volts, less current, but 10 volts out. These are good for charging your iPad or your cell phone or what have you. And of course, this here is your 120 volts out. This gives you 12 volts, like if you want to run your CB or your ham rig or whatever. And you notice you got the buttons on the side to turn off or on the particular ports that you want to use. That was a mistake I made when I first opened it and first went to use it. Went to plug my CPAP machine into this guy and wasn't getting anything. Wondered what the heck did they sell me a dud, but had to realize that I had to press this little guy here to activate the AC plug to get it to work. Then you get a nice little display here. Lights up, tells me I got 21%. I don't think you can see it through the camera here, but it says the input is 0 watts, output's 20 watts, 21% on the battery right now, so I've got to charge it. So there's this little guy. Whip him around back here. This is what she looks like on the back. The sides does have a little fan in it to help keep it cool, and that's a nice feature. Does have the book, but where I've got it laying right now, I don't know. Has this little pouch here that you can keep there's the DC cord that plugs into the cigarette lighter, and here's your 120 volts right there. So there you have it, my friends, the Jackery 240. To answer your questions, yes, it will run a CPAP machine good for a couple of nights probably on a single charge. I don't know that it would do much more than that on a full charge. Not a bad little unit. I really like it. Has come in real handy for my CPAP machine. We'll also charge the phones and everything with it. Just make sure if you plug it into your outlets or anything that it is in fact taking a charge. A couple of times I've went to use it and found out it had a dead battery and wasn't taking a charge. Didn't get it plugged in all the way. So just double check with all that. For those of you looking into these, great investment. I really like it. This is the low-end model, by the way. I think there's one even smaller than this. If I'm not mistaken, runs 160 bucks or so. This was $199 on Amazon. I paid the $12 shipping to get it expedited. I was wanting out of Michigan, pretty quick, and didn't have time to wait for the 3-day free shipping, so I paid for the next day. I think it was $12. And they make these all the way up to over 1,000 watts. My suggestion, if any of y'all are going to look into buying one of these, depending on what your budget looks like, go ahead with a bigger model if your budget will allow. If it won't, these will work fine. If you're a CPAP user or whatever, this will take care of you. No problems, but it's always good to have bigger and better backups. And buying a second one would not necessarily be a bad idea either, I don't think. That way, if one's charging, you can have a full one and swap them back and forth. Personal opinion, but cash has been kind of a premium here lately. So there you go, folks. There's the Jackery 240. Hope y'all have enjoyed.